Lasting progress is won through quiet self-discipline. That is the opening statement to the 10th hexagram of the I Ching called Lu, or treading and conduct. The fifth line of Lu states others must be allowed to find their own way. Be friendly, but cling to correctness, humility, and detachment from events. Inner independence leads to good fortune. Today, I decided to buy a new tarot deck. I decided to do an immediate situation 3-card spread. The first card I got was 9 of Wands, upright. The second card I got was 6 of Swords, reversed. And the third card I got was Judgment, reversed. The first card represented the nature of the present situation. The second card represented my attitude towards what's happening in the situation. And the third card is the element that I need to consider, the key element in which I need to consider. The first card I got was 9 of Wands upright. What that card represents is resilience, courage, persistence, test of faith, and boundaries. The 9 of Wands encourages you to keep pushing. You are so close to the finish line. Even if you want to give up, this is your final challenge before you reach your goal. So don't let go of your hopes and dreams when you are so close to making them a reality. Stand firm in the face of your challenges, and you will achieve your goal. That was the nature of my present situation. It also goes on saying, others may try to oppose your plans, make things difficult for you, or even attack you for what you are putting out into the world. Often they do it because they're jealous of your success or of projecting their own insecurities and fears on you. On a more positive note, you also have people that support you. The 9 of Wands invites you to find your cheerleaders and personal bodyguards. Finally, the advice of the 9 of Wands is to establish your own boundaries and fiercely protect those lines. If you are allowed others to stand in your way or deplete your energy, it is likely that you have not asserted yourself effectively with those people to protect yourself. Get clear on what you need in this situation to be successful and reach your goals, and then communicate those needs to others. I resonate with this card, firstly because, I've just been feeling very angry at myself for a lot of things that I don't do. I have a lot of self-doubt in myself, and I definitely have a laziness streak, a sloth streak. But what this card is saying is that even though I'm feeling I'm at my lowest right now, I'm actually the closest I've ever been to a transition, to the finish line. So I thought that was pretty cool. So my second card was a 6 of Swords reversed, which means personal transition, resistance to change, and unfinished business. When the reverse 6 of Swords shows up in the tarot reading, you may be going through a personal or spiritual transition or rite of passage so you can leave behind a relationship, belief, or more importantly, in my own personal life, behavioral pattern that is no longer serving you. This is an intensely personal and private journey, and you are working in isolation to make it happen. You have identified what you must release to embrace a new way of thinking and are now bringing it to fruition in your personal life. At times, the 6 of Swords reversed indicates that you know you need to make a change or transition in your life, but you are reluctant to do so. You may hope that the issue will go away on its own and you won't need to wrangle with this difficult decision. Or you may try to fool yourself into thinking you can put up with it, even when you know deep in your heart it is time to move on. It is natural to want to avoid discomfort, but sometimes you must push beyond your comfort zone so you can evolve as a person. That discomfort can be a positive sign that growth is happening, so feel into that energy and let it encourage you to keep moving forward and expanding yourself. I feel like this is definitely a true card because it's pertaining to my own attitude toward what's happening. And I'm very reluctant to change. I've been incredibly reluctant to change for a very long time. Ever since 2018 in the summer, I've just been very, very scared to be who I am. And I've been pushing myself to be somebody that I'm not. and I've become that person, which I'm kind of happy about. But there's a higher self. There's a higher version of me. There's a better version of me that I can see. But it takes a lot of sacrifice to become that person, and a lot of self-discipline. The I Ching that I read was talking about self-discipline, and I'm very reluctant to do so. But as my first card said, which is the Nine of Wands upright, it said that I'm so close to the finish line that I should not and cannot give up. So where does this reluctance come from? It comes from me simply just not wanting to put the energy in because of sloth, because of the sin of sloth. Alright. Now the next card, and the last and final card that I got, was Judgment reversed. It represents self-doubt, inner critic, and ignoring the call. Judgment reversed calls for a period of reflection and self-evaluation. Through meditation or quiet contemplation, you may arrive at a deep understanding of the universal themes weaving throughout your life and what you can do or change to avoid these situations. Now, pertaining to another tarot reading that I did with my angel deck a few days ago, it also said that I really need to meditate and have quiet contemplation. So it's fascinating that my last card, which is the reverse judgment card, says the same thing. You may have kept them secret or hidden because you fear how others may judge you. To clear these past mistakes and regrets, and any associated guilt or shame, work on your self-forgiveness, self-acceptance, self-love, and release and freedom. The Judgment card, reversed, often appears when the universe is trying to send you a message and invite you to something bigger, but you're not listening. Maybe you're afraid of the sacrifice you will need to make to the head to call, or you're worried you are not ready to step into a more prominent role and just want to play it safe. See, I had a wake-up call actually a while ago when I was stoned. This one time the universe put on this song, and I was listening to the lyrics, and I fell in love with the song, and it's called Hey, Can't You See? No, it's called Say, Can't You See? No, I'm so fucking stupid. It's called Say, Can't You Hear? By Men I Trust. And I always have this saying in my head where right now in my life I'm drunk at the end of a hallway. I'm dancing drunk at the end of the hallway, which means I'm in my own fantasy, swaying around dancing mindlessly at the end of a hallway, and in front of me are dozens of doors that I just haven't opened. I won't open them. I'm too scared to open them because I'm having a good time at the end of the hallway, drunk, dancing, minding my own business. I'm too scared to open up the doors and to go through a new life. I'm reluctant to do so. And so I feel like this card is interesting because this card pertains to the key element for which I have to consider, which is my own self-doubt, my own self-forgiveness. I have a lot of guilt for a lot of things for these past few years. And it's my own self-forgiveness that I must achieve. And I don't know how I'm going to get there, but, it's interesting. Very interesting. But, yeah, so those are the 3 cards that I got today. And misunderstanding truth creates opposition. The hexagram comes as a signal that you are resisting life and preventing your own progress. Nonetheless, success is still possible, for every opposition carries within it the seeds of agreement. Cease resisting yourself, others, life, God. Let go of the dark thoughts and aggressive actions. By returning to acceptance, neutrality, and devotion to the way of God, you dissolve the opposition within yourself and open the way for understanding and good fortune to arrive. It's a long road ahead, but I think it's been longer. I think it's been longer than this, and I think I am heading towards the finish line. I think if I just try one more time to be who I truly want to be, who I deeply want to be, I believe the universe, the angels, everybody that watches over me could truly help me. But it's all up to me. It's all up to my own level of self-discipline, self-forgiveness, and resilience. I can't stop here. But maybe, thinking that I'm in the worst spot I've ever been, maybe I'm in the best spot of opportunity, of chance. Maybe I've never had any more opportunity than I do right now. We'll have to see.